Okay, continuing Unit 1, we are going to learn about piecewise functions today. I know that you learned a little bit about them last year. This is the second time around. You might get more comfortable with it this year, but I know this is a complicated concept for a lot of students. So you might have to watch this video more than once, but at least it will be short. So piecewise function is a function defined by a set of subfunctions, each of which has its own domain. The piecewise function tells you what to graph and where to graph it. So here's an example of a piecewise function. And what this says, and this is kind of cut off basically with how I've saved my files. What this says is we are going to graph this line, okay, like y equals 2x plus 1, but we only need part of that graph, that line. We need that line where the x values are less than 1. And we are going to graph y equals negative x minus 1. But we don't need the entire line. We only need where the x values are greater than or equal to 1. So what I usually like to do is find, okay, where is my graph going to be breaking? And I get a light color and I put it there. Well, at a vertical line of 1, we're going to have a break. And on the left side of this vertical line, we are going to have one line. And on the right side, we're going to have another. So let's go ahead and graph just the line y equals 2x plus 1. How would we normally graph that? Okay, so we would graph it using the y-intercept first. And we don't know which side we need yet. Okay, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just graphing the line y equals 2x plus 1, starting at the y-intercept 1, and then the slope is 2. So here I'm just going to kind of draw a couple points, and that's where my line's going to go, right? So if I drew that line in Algebra 1, it would just look like, whoa, you get the point. It would look like that, okay? But we don't need that entire line. We only need this line where x values are less than 1. Where are the x values less than 1? On the left side of that vertical dotted line or on the right side? Well, definitely on the left. So, let's try that again. Okay, need a smaller eraser. That's close enough. Okay, so I'm going to graph this line right here. Okay, now we only need this line for x values less than 1, not less than or equal to 1. So we need, at 1, we need an open circle. So I am going to erase that point there, and I'm going to make it open. Okay. Now, sometimes we end up filling that hole with the other part of the graph, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes the line ends up somewhere else. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to use a different color. Now we're going to graph the line y equals negative x minus 1. So our y-intercept is at negative 1, and our slope is negative 1. So it's down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Okay, so there gives us the general points. Now we only need this line to be graphed where the x values are greater than or equal to 1. So I do not need this point, and I just erased part of my line again. Sheesh! Let me try that again. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Really? It's fine. Everything's fine. I was going to erase this gray dot there. Okay, now back to my gray line, and I'm going to draw it. We need this for, now let's look at the line. Oh, so is this going to be open or closed? Well, we need y equals negative x minus 1 for x values that are greater or equal to 1. So I'm going to close that up right there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now sometimes we won't get a graph, and they'll ask you to evaluate the function, and that's next. So they'll give you the piecewise function. Okay, and then they ask you to find g of 2. Okay, you have to figure out which part of the function are you going to be inputting the 2? Now we need this equation, y equals 2x plus 5, where the x values are greater than or equal to negative 3. So this is the x value, 2. Is 2 greater than or equal to negative 3? Yes, so that's the one we're going to input the 2 into. So 2 times 2 plus 5. So g of 2 is 9. Let's go to negative 3. Which one is it in? Well, g of negative 3 looks like here's the x value. We need this graph. We're going to input it into this equation where x values are greater than or equal to negative 3. So we're going to use the same one. 2 times negative 3 plus 5. And that equals negative 1. Now, g of negative 6 is clearly an x value that is less than negative 3. So we are going to input that into this equation here. So g of negative 6 equals 1/3 times negative 6 plus 4. 1/3 times negative 6 is negative 2, because that's like a negative 6 over 3. So that's negative 2, and then plus 4. So g of negative 6 equals 2. And that's it. You might have to watch that again. Some people still have trouble with that before you do the U-try. If you are comfortable with that, go ahead and go to the U-try. Press pause and do it now. And here are your answers for the U-try. So h of 0 is 1. H of 1 is negative 1/2, and h of 4 is negative 2. If you've got any questions about this, we can talk about it in class. Let's move on. Okay, this is also a U-try. So you're asked to graph. This is going to be the hardest part for most of you guys. So I want you to take your time and first draw yourself a very light vertical line. Get a piece of graph paper. If you don't have one, print one. You could even pull a piece of graph paper up on, like a PDF and write on top of it with OneNote, or I don't know what software you guys use. And take a screenshot if you want to look at it later. But you're going to have a vertical line for number 1 at x equals negative 3. And then for number 2, you'll have a vertical line at x equals 4. And then on the left of those lines and the right of those lines, you're going to be graphing different lines. So see if you can get those. And do it very slowly, because you only have 2 examples. Just make sure you do it right. Press pause. It's going to take you a while. Do it, and then come back. And here are your answers. So here is, okay, here, this red line over here are for x values that are less than negative 3, not less than or equal to, which is why this is an open circle here. 1/3 x plus 4. So you would start at 4, and your slope is 1/3. So it's going to be positive. So down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. But you don't need this part, right? And then for the other side, sometimes people switch these, and that's fine. You're practicing. For x values greater than or equal to negative 3. So greater than or equal to negative 3 is on the right of the line. Greater than negative 3. So you're going to graph y equals 2x plus 5. So you start at 5, slope is 2, and then you just, and it's greater than or equal to, so this is a closed circle. And this is, when you see a negative 2, that just means you're graphing y equals negative 2, so that's going to be horizontal. And this is a negative slope, so it's going to be going this way. And that is all we're doing in the notes, so peace out.